Hey, yo, what's up? You know, I love when people are like, for the first time, having a real recording release. And I have to say something that's not going to be very cute at all. Because I said something about, oh shit, why wouldn't it do this? Why the fuck is it? What the fuck? Oh, it's down on juice. It's weird. I wanted to see because I can't even remember what the fuck I wrote. What the fuck is wrong with this phone? What the fuck? One, two, three, four. Thank you. Okay. We won't hear shit. Oh, now I know what I wanted to do. What the fuck? You see, normally I just go live. You know, to be honest, hey, support, man. Thank you, Riley. I support Riley. I'm just, I don't know, but when I get notifications, I don't seem to get yours. I don't know why. I don't know. Stupid things. Stupid is for stupid is. Back in the days, I got all the fucking notifications. Is it a new channel within the last 3 months? Oh, within the last, because when it is kind of funny when that's why I say literally people are literally sometimes it's like those and these motherfuckers. And it's not to talk bad about those. I mean people around there. They don't have to be stupid. They don't have to. You can go to school. I've lived your 15-year-old channel, then I am subscribed. Isn't that the one I'm subscribed to? With the beer and the shit? Or what? Jay Way, what's up, my man? You want a link or something, Jay Way? Just say if you want. I'll type it. I promise. I didn't know that. Well, I'll type it anyway. I can talk while I type. I gotta find out what it is though, because I type it. I'm an old school motherfucker, and I just got all these fucking tools to write on. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool actually. And the funny thing, I only need to use some of the words because the other words are already standing there. That's kind of nice. So you don't have to write them every fucking time you do this. So it's not that the the only problem I got is that my eyesights are getting more and more stupid. I can't see shit, and I try with glasses. That's not that extent, but I'm glad. But these stupid motherfuckers, is it because they haven't gone to school, or is it because their environment are so hardcore? But I don't see that. I know you wouldn't film a fucking Oh, I was just typing, Jay. I was just writing the link if anybody wanted to go up here. Um, and now I'm going to pinch it. I'm going to not pinch it. I can't do that shit. You know what I mean, Jay? You know what I mean? You're feeling me? You're feeling me? Like he's saying, what's his name? Do you know K Solo from the Bronx? Jay, I'm gonna pinch this really quick. See if anybody want to get up here. Um, don't come. B V P. Wait, wait. There's something. Man, this phone is weird. Sorry, it's weird. I just have to see something. Okay, I was right, man. I am right. When I'm right, I'm right. Now I'm gonna pinch this fucking shit. Post this comment so everybody can get their groove on. I can't understand that Riley said that it was his old channel. Then I haven't been on live with him for the longest. He makes these beer. They're wonderful. You should see them. They're literally, if you want to see about beer, Riley is the man. And a lot more. That's just what I know of. And why R X J? Here you go, motherfuckers. Okay. The link is there. It's not that. What the fuck? I forgot. Hey, sorry. Sorry. I tried. But it didn't do what it used to do. And that's when you know that something is fishy here. Something is going on. And, we're going to do it like this. But it didn't do that last time, did it? Nah, it did not. B, V, P, 6, X, N, Y, R, X, J. So here we go. A link to the motherfucker. See if anybody understands. I'm so funny with that. Suddenly, sometimes I actually do it when I'm outside. Outside. I go outside sometimes. I'm literally real. Because you're real when you're outside. Us from the fucking, uplands and, where it's cold or out, where it's warm. I was literally down. I know I don't look that way, but I took a fast trip down to Spain to visit my brother from another mother. Uh, eh,
Yo, yo,
yo, what's up, Jay Way?
what's going on?
What's going on with you, man? Are you good?
Yeah, bro, fucking 7 in the morning here. Just got up.
I know, man. I know. I was sleeping in. Actually, it's 12 o'clock here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so it's not that far away from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
It's 11:46, so it must be 6:46 there where you are at.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I know that because it's there by the minute. That's kind of funny, isn't it?
When did you go on?
I had to go on just now, actually, like 10 minutes ago.
All right.
Yeah. But it's just I chop it up this at this time. I know there's nobody listening, so I'm just talking. I'm trying to learn the craft. I'm trying to be good at this shit, because I'm not.
Listen, sometimes the best way is to
Yeah,
just learn it on your own,
yeah, exactly.
like you're doing
That,
now. Get up
yeah,
early, sign on, do your little things, take
yeah,
your time,
exactly.
and you learn by yourself because
You
when you got
do.
10 different people trying to teach you, you know, 10
Yeah,
different things, it confuses the fuck out of you, bro. Yeah.
exactly. And they mean it good. So I don't want to say anything bad to these people.
Oh,
Say, no,
yeah.
they mean it very good. You know how Doc wants to help and Tommy and all these people. They really wanted to help, but when you hear a lot in your headphones and they say you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna learn it the good way, but I'm gonna get my laptop, because I'm gonna buy a new laptop because I only got this what you call a desktop I use for
Right.
music. Yeah, so, and I don't want to use my music computer, to be honest, to make YouTube content on because it's two different things. It's
Right.
two totally different things. I work when I work, I go in and I have another groove on. You know what I mean? I'm different. I'm like I don't talk to anybody. I don't take the phone. I'm like working.
Right. Right.
I took and it's good to be your own boss because then you can take the day off if you want to, like
Right.
today. I had to do something. I just got a new job. I don't know if you knew that, Jay. I just got a job being a
No.
street speaker. Yeah, talking to the kids about, not only the kids, also grown-ups about the streets. What the
Oh,
downside.
man.
Be-
That's great.
Yeah, it's about me being an addict and being homeless, and from the top to the bottom. Actually, it's about, and it's about my addiction, how I got out, how I'm still on some kind of medicine, but not the same as I was. But I'll never get out of it.
No, bro.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear that, man, because even if your story just reaches one kid or
yeah,
one person and saves and helps them, man,
that's it.
you did your job.
I did my job, and that's what I'm thinking. I know there will be like we have something you call the high school students. They'll stand and they'll laugh and they'll say, "Look at him, he's been homeless," and you see. But there'll be this one that's kind of they don't talk to. She's kind of lonesome. Nobody take care of her. That's the person I'm going to talk the most to.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to take care of her or him, say, you're welcome here. Here, everybody's equal. You know what I mean?
Well,
You have to be kind of a cool person to do this shit. And I am.
well,
I
the
am.
thing is, like you said,
Yeah.
there's people there that are taking it as a joke, that they're just doing it, and then there's actually people there taking it where, they want to take it seriously and really save their
Yeah.
life and change their life.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
believe me, and we got universities. Yeah, Mrs. Soufly, good morning, Mass and Chairway. She's always saying good morning. She's so nice. And Mr. Soufly
good
they're the
morning.
best. Good morning. And you're right, because I don't care that I'm going to show myself. It's called, if I have to translate it, it would be the voices from the street.
Right, right,
Um,
right,
we are a biker, a guy. I can't say, but if I say 81, you know who I'm talking about.
right.
The Club 81. a guy from there. He's going to meet me on this Wednesday. He's going to talk about his problems because his story is crazy. It's I can't talk about it here, but it's
No, no.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's been through it all, and he's going to learn me how to speak, how to keep it going, because we're going to get corporations, all kind of shit in, and we're going to
Right.
talk differently to these persons. We're going to, if it's a corporation, you got to talk this way, and if it's a school like university, college kids, college graduates, even, you got to talk a certain way because they know a little more than the high school kids.
Right.
So but I know everything and I know everybody, so they can just, when they said to the corporation meeting, it's a corporation called this Voices from the Street. We were sitting at the table, and they said, "Have you ever gone with mass through the streets?" And they said, "No, no, try that. That's fucking funny," because they were shocked that I knew so many. I know from the lady with the wagon, to the man with the drugs. To I know everybody, everybody,
Well,
and they like me.
when you're doing that type of shit, obviously you're around a ton of people that are doing that type of shit too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, years later, down the line, you guys could run into each other and people could have been gotten clean, or
Yeah,
those
yeah, some of
those
them.
people those people could still be getting fucking high.
Yeah,
You know
some of
what I
them, and I
mean?
must say, yeah, yeah, because I was shocked. There's only been I've been away for like 10, 20 years, 17 years to be honest. From heroin, I've been gone from 11 years. But what I wanted to say is, when I go down the street, I see people I loved 12 years ago. I see people I slept with. I see people I fucked with. I see people I literally gave my last money. I see people that gave me the last money. I see a lot of love, but I also see the persons you don't fuck with. I also see a guy who killed one of my friends. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You see a lot of shit, but you see a lot of good. So I'm only watching out for the good when I'm taking my bosses through the town. I said to
Right.
my bosses, because this killer came going, no matter what his name is, he was coming going with his dog. He did that to me like this. What's up? And I said, what's up? And this, why did you do that? Why didn't you smile like you used to? He's a killer. I said, you don't do that to a killer.
Yeah.
Oh, 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 oh. He's a killer? And I showed them the newspaper clip because I got it. And I showed them the day after, and they were shocked because it was a very, very, very violent. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Uh, there's people. It's the streets. It is the streets, and we are called the voices from the street. So they're gonna get the fucking real story. You know what I mean? They didn't.
Yeah,
If
but
they
you know
want,
what? That makes you, how do I say it? That makes you pure, bro. When you're
yeah,
able to sit up there and tell everybody your faults and the negative shit that you've been through, and even if you were still going down that, just the fact that you could share your story, man,
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that means a lot.
That
Means a
means
lot.
that's mean, and people have been so sweet about it, because it's uh, I can understand that it's not the normal like 9 to 5 work. I understand that, and I understand that some people is like saying, why do you want to work with that? That's embarrassing for you.
No,
So
it's
as I got to
not.
do this,
No, it's not.
and I said, exactly, Jay. I said, no, it's not. What did Mr. Tufla say? Congrats on the new job, man. Just got a new job too. Oh, congratulations, Mrs. Two Fly. Congratulations. I
Congrats,
did not know that.
congrats.
Congrats, man. You can see that's, you know, the universe work in mysterious ways, when you're not looking for a job, you get a job, and a job you always wanted. I always wanted to talk with people like, um, on something like this.
Well,
Always.
maybe you found, what you should be doing in your life. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
This is
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
something that you should have been doing for a while now. That it led you to this.
Yeah, maybe it's that because I was
Look,
shocked
a group
because
of a, a group of
the what? The what?
a
Yeah,
group of alcoholics are gonna hang out with the group of alcoholics. You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah,
A bunch of football players are gonna hang out with a bunch of football players.
yeah,
You
yeah,
tend to hang out with people that have common interests with you,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
if me and you are hanging out and we both addicts or former addicts, right?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure there's a million stories that me and you could sit here and tell,
yeah, yeah. It's true shit,
right?
true shit.
And they'll all be related in somehow, right? Which the common denomination is going to be drugs and drug abuse
Yeah,
and what drugs have done to us, what drugs have done to our family, you know
yeah,
what I mean, and shit
yeah.
like that.
Exactly, Gateway.
And
Exactly.
that's how you don't feel uncomfortable talking to people like that because
Yeah,
they've been the same shit you've been through.
yeah,
So they're not going to sit there and make fun of you when they are doing it or they were doing it too.
yeah. You're right about that one. You're right about that one. Because I see it sometimes. I see like. Because it's people. It's not NA. Do you know what I mean? It's not AA or NA. Because there it's like what you say. It's so good. It's I literally like, but AA and NA they're like too. I'm sorry to say, but they're too cultish. It's too.
Oh, yo, me and you would fucking with just alike, bro. Listen,
Yeah.
I, everybody has their own
Way.
story of how they became recovered or how they changed or how they
Yeah.
kicked the habit, right? And
Yeah.
let me tell you, 75% of people or counselors or people, they they require or request that you go to NA or AA. And you know what? I disagree. All
I
right. I
disagree too.
I
I disagree too.
disagree because when my recovery, and this is just for me, this doesn't
Yeah.
work out for everybody else. This
No.
is what just worked for me and me only.
Yeah.
Was I looked to my higher power and I prayed a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And I prayed for the strength, the power, to overcome this. I prayed to get away from the people that were feeding me that garbage. You know what I mean? I did it that way. I didn't want to go to no NA and AA and you hear the same exact stories from 10 different people, but they just all formulated different. You know what I mean? And that to
Yeah.
me, going up this hearing say, "Oh, I was drinking and driving and I crashed and I did drugs." Most of them are like that. That's common. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
No, me
And,
too.
and
Me too.
not saying that that's bad, but that just wasn't doing it for me.
Me neither.
You
Me neither. It
know.
wasn't doing it for me. No, it was not doing it for me. Also, I was like, why should I listen to a lot of fucking? and it's beautiful. It is beautiful sometimes when you hear the first clean day, and you hear, and it's nice when it works. I'm all for
Yeah.
it when it works,
Yeah.
you know, but it doesn't work for me. And sorry
Listen.
to say, I tried since '92. I tried because of the police. You have to go to NA meetings when you're
Right.
finished with the jail time, and oh my God,
The greatest thing I ever hear is, I'm going to do it on my own.
yeah,
That's the greatest thing I ever hear. And
yeah,
I'm like, I'll call your bullshit. And I'll be like, all right. I say, listen, I'll give you 6 months to get clean. If you get 6 months to get clean, all right, in 6 months we'll talk about something. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
haven't met one person that got clean in 6 months. And that's
That's
me.
that's quick. That's
And you
quick.
know why?
No,
Exactly.
because
Because
you wanted it.
6 months is nothing.
No, it's not.
It took me 2.5 years to get clean, bro.
Yeah, it took me like the same. I was like, I thought you took 6 months to get clean. I was like, what? I was
Yeah.
like, what?
I was in a inpatient facility,
Yeah,
upstate where I was locked down 24. It was like it was like jail or prison,
yeah, I know, I know.
you
We have.
know.
I have done a lot of jail time in. You can do that in Denmark. You can do jail time in Minnesota programs.
Well, yeah, but that's what they asked me when I got caught and I got locked up. They say, "Hey, listen, would you want to do 12 months in jail, in prison, or jail, or would you want to do like a 2 year program?"
Yeah,
And I said, "You
you
know
said
what?
the
Not that I couldn't handle the 12 months in jail because I've been in jail plenty of times." I
yeah,
said, "But you know what?" I said, "This time I gotta be serious. I gotta do that program. I gotta get clean, man.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I lost my house, I lost my wife, I lost my kids, I lost my job, I
Oh
lost my
shit.
family. I literally lost everything,
I
because
know
of
that
that
feeling,
shit.
Jay. I know that feeling, Jay. Way. I know that feeling. I lost everything too,
I
so I know that
became
feeling.
a fucking thief. I
Yeah,
was stealing from people, like that's not a good feeling, bro. Knowing that people don't want to be around you or they got to hide and lock up shit because you're around. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. I know
That that that,
exactly what you
that
mean.
that's not a good feeling.
No, not at all. It's a shitty feeling.
Yeah,
It's the most shitty
yeah,
feeling you can get. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, people don't want you around. They hate when you're around. They try to get away when you're around.
yeah.
It's like you're this kind of a monster. Nobody wants the fuck to be around. What the fuck? Suddenly,
Right. And they'll be like,
it's
"Oh shit, this Jay, where yo,
yeah,
just keep everything close to you or hidden or put
yeah.
shit away."
Oh, I
You
hate
know?
that shit. I hate that shit. And when they do it when you've been clean for a minute, and they're still doing that shit,
Yeah,
and you're
and it
like,
hurts.
what? What?
Listen,
It
I've been
hurts.
clean. I've been clean 8 years, man,
Yeah.
and people still do it to me to this day, and I don't blame them. I can never blame them. You know what I
You
mean?
know what, Jay? I don't blame them either. I don't blame them. I literally do not blame them. It's it's uh, it's there. It's what they have, like a safety net, or what you'll call it. It's like there.
Listen, I did it to myself. If
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't have went out and did that shit, they would have never had to do this to me.
No, never. Exactly, Jay. That's a good way of seeing things. You're seeing things like what you did, and you're taking responsibility.
Look, the
Kind
thing
of.
that the thing that flipped the switch for me, Mads, and the
Yeah.
thing that turned my light bulb on was I was laying there at night, and I was laying in bed, and I was talking, and I was like, "You gotta forgive yourself,
You gotta forgive yourself.
right?
That's
You
true.
have the." To me, my first step to recovery was I had to forgive myself for
Yeah,
all the fucked up things I did in my past. You know what I mean?
I know
And
exactly what.
I can't go back there. I can't go back and change everything that I did. But
No,
what I can do is try to be a better man today
exactly.
and tomorrow and the day after and the day after. And that's how I live now. Even now, 8 years clean later, 8 years, and I still got to live the same way because
Yeah, yeah.
once you're an addict, you're always an addict.
Once an addict, always an addict. And sorry, sorry. Um,
No, that's cool.
yeah, yeah, sorry. It just is what it is. Once an addict, always an addict. And when they don't see that, it's like you'll jump back in. And those, have you seen his eyes when he talks? When one eye is going down, that's when he's on perks. Don't tell me
Yeah,
that guy's not doing drugs. Don't
yeah.
tell me. No, do not even try. I've seen him coked out. I've seen him in everything, What the
Well,
fuck?
see, that's the thing. He fails to realize that when I see him on the screen, I see myself on the screen
Exactly.
because
Thank you,
I've
J Way.
been there. I've done
Yeah,
that. So he's not fooling nobody.
he's not fooling me,
He's not
and he's
fooling
not fooling God.
anyone.
No, he's not. Actually, he's not. And
I don't care how many times a person will deny that they're clean, that they're sober, they're this, they're that. Just looking at a person, you can tell whether they're fucked up or not. That's just a given.
that's true. That's very true. You can
It,
always see that.
it always comes out, Mads. It always. My freaking wife, she would be able to tell if I took a sip of beer. She would be able to tell.
I know, man. And they got, they got, yeah, they have it going on. They know us. They know us, even if we will it or not. They know us. They can see and they can smell and they know how we act when we are on drugs and shit. They just know it. They just know it. Our girls, and I love my ex. I literally do because she took me out of a very bad place,
Right.
but she put me back in it again. But I'm not on
Yeah.
drugs.
I understand.
She she thought I did drugs, but I did not.
Right.
I did something else stupid, but that's just me doing my
Right.
shit, doing money. I made a coup, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Just like my youngest brother right now. He's going through it bad, like with
Oh
addiction.
shit.
And
Oh,
he for the past 5 or 6 years has been denying that he's taking anything.
oh,
But
that's
do you know how many hundreds, and Mads, I mean this. My parents got hundreds of videos of my brother nodding out and doped out
yeah.
anywhere, sitting on the couch, sitting in the backyard, sitting in his room, falling out of his bed.
Oh
You know,
shit.
they
Yeah, how it
record
is.
him. They
And they
have
don't.
like 100 videos of him high as a kite.
Why don't they do something like did with you?
There's just something about him where I don't. I threatened my parents that I will never go over to their house to see them again as long
Yeah.
as he's living there.
Yeah.
And my parents, for some reason, they just don't have the heart to kick him out.
No, but how old is she, Janeway? Is she like a like an after thing, or is he like,
He's like
oh,
37.
what?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's not normal. Yeah, coming in.
No.
I'm sorry. 2 seconds, Joey. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy some food. Uh, Joey.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't hear you because something happened. They because I forgot I had some food. I took some some food out. We have 6 men who have a kitchen. It's when you're waiting for an apartment, you pay $1,000 a month. I live in the city, but you don't have any room at all. You
Right.
know, but it's in the city, right in the city.
Yeah.
It's a nice apartment. It's an apartment for like I think it would be $2 million, $3 million,
Damn.
maybe more. It's Thomas Edison has been here.
Who?
Thomas Edison.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called Edison Street where I live.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, it doesn't, but it's close too. Sorry to say, I don't want to dox myself. I don't care actually. Who would do anything?
Yeah. No, but
Chris?
and you're in
I don't
another
think
country.
Chris is mad at me. Do you know if Chris is mad at me?
Who?
Chris Imula.
He's mad at everybody, bro.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
So it's true that he's talking shit about me.
He's talking
Or
shit
what?
about all of us.
He is?
Yes.
Why?
Um, I'm trying to see where it stems from.
Is it? Oh, sorry about the wind. It's gonna go away in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, sorry.
And,
If it gets quiet, it's me thinking. I'm trying to think where did it start?
is it the $200 between Doc and him?
Well, I think that's a part of it, and then it just kept going on, and then Dose was the one that was really making fun of us,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
then
know.
I think it's like he joined in with him. I could be wrong. This is just
But
what uh,
sorry, but he knows we're not a racist. He know we're not racist
no,
people.
listen, this racist shit has minimal, like, this racist shit's gone on way too long. Um, and all that, man. Listen, by now, 2 years later, if we can't, as a people, find out who is really racist or not, then we're all fucking dumb. Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Right? After knowing someone for 2 years up on this YouTube shit, if if you can't fucking tell if they are a racist or not, then I don't know what to tell you.
But they
But
must not like other racists. You know what I mean?
no, it started off with the doc and the $200, and
Yeah.
then Grizz was kind of talking like, oh, he did it to Doc on purpose, or like, he suckered him where he didn't give him the money, and then Doc
What is
went
this?
at him, and then he went at Doc, and then your name got involved, and then on Dose's panel, my name got involved, and
Yeah, sorry.
like, I don't care, bro, what they say about me. I don't care.
I don't,
You
but
know.
I never said any bad thing about Chris. I never did.
Well, you're guilty by association because you're guilty because you hang out with them.
Yeah, and I love that. And Chris, you loved that too once. You remember, Chris? You loved to hang out with us. You said we
Yeah,
were solid.
it's like one. Yeah, and then this is from what I hear. You have to ask the right people, bro, because I
Yeah.
don't want to put my foot in my mouth and say wrong things.
No, fuck that. You
But
know, it's kind of too late because if they want like, if they're like, why are they? It's when those is involved, there will always be some fuck shit. Those he don't want peace. He wants more war. It's not even
exactly,
war. He loved he loves to say them racist white boys. Briefly moolah. Has he forgot how much fuck shit he said about him?
exactly. See, that was the whole point. The whole point was, yo, this motherfucker Dose was talking about having somebody rape his sister or his
Yeah, what
cousin,
the fuck?
and
If
you're gonna
somebody
choose
said,
to piece it up with him?
how the fuck, how are you a man? Huh? You motherfucker.
If
You make
somebody
me
told that
sick.
to me, that they would, there's never gonna go no piecing it up, man.
I would fucking kick their fucking
Never.
head off. Never. I would never say, okay, let's kick it, man. You said you want to fuck my sister. That's okay. No, it's not, motherfucker. Bang. That's how
Yeah.
I would rock with
So
it. And he said he would slap me around like, okay, slap this around, motherfucker. Slap this around, motherfucker. Slap
and
this
then
around.
Doc has been saying that he's been trying to pull a lot of scams to get money out of people.
Doc, have you said that?
Yeah, Doc said that Grizz has been asking for money.
That's true. That's true. That's true. He's been asking like what's her name, Suan for down payment for his car or something. Not down payment. He got to
To
get it
get it
out.
out of the impound.
Yeah, in pound. Yeah. You
And
see, I don't know all the.
then uh he supposedly he had gotten shot, and the first thing he did when he got shot was go on live. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like to
yeah,
make people feel sorry for him. And then Doc said that he supposedly he had a baby
yeah,
out of
yeah.
nowhere. So Doc was like, where did he have this baby now all of a sudden? Now he's gonna start asking people for money for this baby. So, I don't know, man. This is
I don't
fucking.
know. It's weird, this YouTube shit.
I I tend to keep their names out of my mouth, and I tend
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to sit back here and relax, and then
I just wanted
it's
to
just
hear, about because I like Christy Moore. I held him in high regards once.
the thing that really got me about Grizz is Grizz will tell a fucking story where it's like he's the head boss of a not a gang, but like he's
A
the head
sector.
boss of a club. Like do you remember when I did that stupid shit with the cross and it said white
Yeah.
pride and I
But
fucked up.
you know what? It's a sunshine. Did you know that? It's a sun. Uh,
No, but
uh,
no, either way, it was distasteful. I shouldn't have done
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But I must say
I don't.
something.
I apologized plenty of times. That's all
It's a
I could do is
thousand years old
apologize.
symbol.
No, but I'm
It's
saying
thousand
is
years old.
the only thing I could do is apologize and move
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
do you want me to
I
do? Jump off a fucking
no,
bridge?
no, no, no. You apologize, and you should. And it was a good thing you apologize because it is a
So
very distasteful symbol. It
so
is.
yeah, right. So that happened, and then he gets online and he tells people that he had to boot me from the community for a while.
Okay.
Like he kicked my ass away from the groups for a while.
Yeah, you
And
were gone for a minute.
I'm like, what? Like, who did you kick from where? Like, I just don't like you or your channel. I wasn't just going back there. That's it. You didn't boot me.
No, but I always had some troubles getting there on time because he was going live when I was rehearsing, when I was working, when I was doing shit. So, but he always said, "You don't have to explain much. It's all cool." So I thought we were all cool. But I laughed. I must admit, I laughed when Doc. Doc is funny. Doc can be very funny. You know, and when Doc says something, I'm laughing my ass off. He said, "These $200. I thought it was 2,000. And then he comes up with these 200. The way he said it, it was like a comedy. It was fucking funny. I was laughing my ass off.
Listen, these
Yeah,
guys,
that's right.
I don't want. I don't like to sit and talk shit or
No,
whatnot.
no, no. I'm just
I
saying,
am
maybe
not.
that's right.
I am. I'm by far the richest man in the world, by far. But just let me tell you that there's a lot of things that if I wanted right now, I could pay for it in cash.
Yeah, I
All
know.
right, and I'm talking about house, boats, and I mean that. And I could show a neutral partner my bank account and let them see the numbers in my bank account to prove to them
You don't
that
have to
I'm
prove
not
shit to
lying.
me. I don't
But
think you're
you
lying.
don't hear me sit here and talk about I got shoe boxes full of money in there, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like my money is in a bank where it's hard earned money that's what I mean accounted for in the motherfucking bank. You got fucking money in shoe boxes. Why you got money in shoe boxes? Well,
Because that's what Pablo Escobar got. He had them in shoebox shit in the start. So it sounds gangster.
yeah. So it's like those who talk, you know what I mean? Like listen, like Gabe, yeah, Gabe's got businesses and shit. Gabe, I believe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Gabe is a good dude.
You know,
I like Gabe. I like Gabe. He's cool. He's good, and he's always in the middle. He's not taking sides. He's been cool to both sides. He's always respectful towards me. I don't know what he says to those. I don't care. So long that he's respectful to me when I talk to him, I think that's what he says about me. You know what I mean?
well, see that's the thing. A lot of these people they get upset because one person talks to the other one and the other one doesn't like the other one and then they get mad because he's talking to him and it's crazy.
It is crazy.
The
But
YouTube shit is crazy.
it is crazy, and I must admit that. Because I thought people were legit. I was like me, like good people, not doing fuck shit to each other and shit like that. But I guess I was wrong, all wrong.
Yeah, well,
You know,
because what I think it is that you know people got ulterior motives on this, and and they're willing to test how far they could push you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you fall into their trap, if you fall into their trap, you know they're gonna get you. You know, like
True.
uh, this fat fuck dose. He had said on a live the other night that I want to see people get hurt on here. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, there's one incident that I did that I relayed a message to someone because Dose was talking shit about him, and Dose said he pieced it up with him, but Dose didn't, and Dose was just being a pussy. And he's saying, I want people to get hurt on here. Do I want people to get hurt on here? Hurt on here? Or
No,
does you telling people every day to SMD want to get someone hurt out here?
that's exactly what I mean. If you tell people to SMD and you're saying the N word all the time and you're not even black, you're like, I'm sorry, I think the N word anyway is a stupid word, but that's just me. I never said it. I never do will. It's like me to say. But how is he? You know, he's saying so much gangster words, and it does make it does it just not make sense.
Look, Mad, not Mads. Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
I'm
um, on my nutsack, he made a video about. We were on a live one day, and I forget who was up there. There was a bunch of us up there, and I said, "Listen, I can't say that I've never used that word. All right." And the reason why I say that is I say that I grew up in a city where I was around everybody. That's the way we all talked to each other back then.
me too. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
But
I
but
didn't
you
have
know,
any problems with anybody telling me not to talk like that. And if I did, I stopped to that certain person or those certain
yeah,
people out of respect because certain people feel certain ways. You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. But you know,
So
in my
yes,
club,
I said the word for a while. Everybody, you can't lie and say you never said it. All right? Did I
they can
say
look
it
up who I.
in the what?
I'll just say this: they can look up who I hanged around with. A Cap Aarhus, and Aarhus is spelled with two A's. It's Aarhus. ACAP, Aarhus, in the 90s. Look at that gang. That was me standing with a fucking gun shooting over. You can see it's me, for God's sake.
Yeah,
But it is
but
what it is.
no, yeah, but the thing was, when we were younger and we were hanging out, we were doing that. Yeah, that terminology back 20, 30, 40 years ago, it was just talk. That's all it was. It wasn't used as well in other parts of America and whatnot. It was used as a derogatory term, but for the most part, if you were in the park playing basketball or hanging out with your friends, that was just the talk back then. That's it.
Yeah, but I must admit, when all these, back when I was a kid, I'm 50 years of age and over. And what I want to say about that is, I grew up Grandmaster Flash, the Furious Five. I grew up with Schoolie D. I grew up with Cold Cross Crew. I grew up with all that shit. So they never used you might and this shit. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. You met Melly Mel. He was like, it's like a jungle sometimes that makes you wonder how it keeps from going under. You
Yeah.
know, and the Beat Street, he never used the N word. He didn't have to. He was like more educated. He was like an educated, very educated man. and he did it very right. You know what I mean? He was he was the best rapper. And if you ask people like KRS-One and people like that, they'll say Melly Mel is one of the best rappers ever to be around because he was talking about what's going on in the neighborhoods and what they could do to make it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They did a.
I like KRS-One.
I like KRS-One too, man. He's the bomb. You know, I've been to some concerts with him. You know, I've been to a lot of concerts.
Yeah. But then the thing that I would said
And you
was,
see, hey, you know, Denmark is a welfare state. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this. Look at this woman. I'm sorry, Sue. Look what she's looking in. Trash can. Look. Why is
yeah,
this trash
they
can?
do that here
So
by me all the time.
you see, so people think that Denmark is this wonderful, wonderful place where there's no poor people. She's standing in with, man, I'm gotta give her something.
It
I gotta give her some money. Wait, I gotta give her some money.
is she looking for bottles to cash
She's
in?
looking at, yeah, I'm gonna give her some money. Wait. See this? See, this is how you do. Yeah, let's go. I just gave her, you know, some money, you know. It's not to be smart. It's not to be big. I don't have to show it even. Just a name tag. Did you hear that?
Those who's gonna be mad at you.
No, no. I say those. That's how you do it. That's not just take them into a fucking McDonald's and say, "What do you want? You can use this or you can choose this." You know, you just.
I don't even think he paid for their shit.
I gave her $20. You know what I mean? So that's why she said tag. That means thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was talking about saying the N word, Max. I
Yeah.
grew up, and as I got older, that word became less and less and less unimportant in my vocabulary. I don't need to say it no more. You know, like
Exactly.
whether people's feelings get hurt or not, if that word is used, I don't care. I just don't say it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not. I don't say it. I don't say it. Whether you're gonna get mad or not. Even if you say I don't care. You could call me here right now. No, I just don't. You know, that's not
I
me.
know, man. I know. I know.
There's a lot more fucking worse shit going on in this world than we have to be so petty at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right, man. You're right.
So how long you been doing this live shit, man?
I just started it. No, I've been doing it for a minute now. I started like just going live. You know, I don't schedule it, so people who jump on is like kind of what do you call it? Kind of impulsive. You know, not
Yeah,
impulsive. What do they call it? Yeah, impulsive.
yeah.
So it's like something I just do, and I feel comfortable doing it, and I feel like it's not something I have to do. I don't even ask for money. I would never. That's not my. This is not a place for me to shine. And I have my job where I'm shining, and I have my gigs where I do shine a lot. Actually, before I went live, there was this dude. He called me and he said, "Matt, you had a lot of releases, record releases." And I said, "Yeah, I had a few." And he said, "Can you help me?" And I said, "How?" "I want a real good record release." And I said, "Then you have to, you know, you have to rent this, and you have to do this, and you have to." And he said, "Well, where do I got the money? Get the money?" And I said, "What do you mean? Don't you have a record company?" And he said, "Yes, but it's not like when you were young." And I said, "Well, I had a record company until 10 years ago, so I know what's fuck going on." "Yeah, but 10 years ago, man, all the streaming, 15 years ago, I must admit, all the streaming services started. And you see, when they started, they fucked all the fucking record releases up. It's
Oh,
so
did they?
expensive today. Yeah, because the record company won't pay shit because you already got 2 million views on Spotify. So what the fuck can they do? You know?
Yeah, but as an artist, do you get
Yeah.
paid for views on Spotify?
No, no, you don't. Not at all. To be honest, it's like it's so. We've been in fight with them. I don't. I'm not on Spotify because I won't. I'm not even on YouTube that much because I won't because they don't pay me. I just on YouTube with some old shit so people can see that I'm really a musician.
So
So I'm
where
on
do
there
you
with
get paid from?
I do live gigs, J-Way.
No, but what? No, but what about like other people?
Oh, I get paid from when they e- uh, even if you like it or not. If you can't play the instrument, you gotta have somebody to do it. And I'm one of the few persons who can play all instruments. I can play drums, I can play guitar, I can play bass, I can play piano, I can play it all. So when they need one, you see, I get a lot of gigs right now because now they only need one person, who can play it all and not like a whole band because they use their computer and then they make it all there. You know what I mean? That's the record today.
So what?
That's not,
What if there was a song that I came out with? I'm coming out with next week.
yeah, yeah,
I and I don't know. Let's just say it's me, you, and Doc and Tommy, right? And
yeah,
we're gonna put it on YouTube and we're gonna put it on Spotify, right?
yeah,
If we put it on Spotify, every time people listen to that, we're not gonna get no money.
yeah. It's so little that you don't even
Yeah,
want to.
probably like a penny, right?
Yeah,
A
something
real.
like that. But I think maybe it's better today. I don't know, but because something must be found out. Because you know what, I have a friend who's like the most players here in Denmark, and he's no he. It's not him, but it's his piano player. And the piano player, he was my piano player 30 years ago. He went with my wife. That's a little sad, was my friend for over 30 years. He knew her for like one, and then he was like her best friend suddenly. I think he wants some pussy, but he's not. He's just too pussy to get it
Yeah,
because I'm around there. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he shouldn't be scared of me. I love him, so he can do whatever the fuck he want to do with my ex. She's my ex, you know what I mean? That's why she's called an ex. I don't give a fuck about her. Anyway, she called the cops on me. I'm an ACAP. I'm an old
Yeah.
ACAP guy. What the fuck? The cops, she knew that was over when she called the cops. She knew that. She knew that was the way to get me out of it. So she has to call the cops.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then I said, oh, she's one of them. Okay.
Mads,
I didn't
that's
even hurt her.
that's the perfect way to end a relationship and get away
Yeah,
from someone is by calling the cops and saying that she fears from you
yeah,
and
exactly.
and you can't live in the house, so you gotta get out.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And the police, I said, get the fuck out of my house. And they was like, oh, okay, 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 okay. Because I know all my what I can say and what I can't say. So
Right.
they were like, how who the fuck is he? And they were going out. They said to my wife, who is he? And she said, read, go in and read. And they read my story and they came back with guns and shit like that and called another cop car. So suddenly there were six cops. There were three cop cars, six cops, and I was like looking out the window and I was like, oh shit, I'm getting ready to fight. Oh no, I'm 50. I'm old. No, I was 48. No, I was 50. I was 49, sorry. And I was like, oh no, Mash, I don't want to fight. And then I said, come in, please come in. I quiet, and they were lying down with the shotguns and all that shit. I was saying, I had my hands up and I said, I got no guns. You can take me in cuffs and shit. I don't give a fuck. Come on, let's get this over with. And they got me in cuffs outside. And then I got inside. And inside, they took my cuffs off because they could feel that I was cleaning. And my dog was like all angry about them because they gave me cuffs on and that I couldn't hug him or anything. So he went
Mm.
ballistic. So they took my cuffs off. And I was quiet and easy. And I said, what's up? What's the matter? She said, you destroyed all the living room. Okay, let's go in the living room. Oh, that's my shit, all of it. That's weird. And it's there. Isn't it weird? And they said, didn't you crash it? Smash it? I said, no, I didn't destroy anything. But what about your dad's guitar? I said, what is it to you? But can I see it? Yeah, you can. It's standing right here. And I said, but she said you smashed it. Yeah, she said, can you hear it? She said, you haven't heard what I'm saying. And then they said, but she like she's standing on the household, but you are entitled to stay here if you want to. And I said, would you stay with a girl who just called the cops on you? Would you? And he said, to be honest with you, no. And I said, so please, can you take me somewhere? Can you take me to my brother's house? And they said, yeah. Whenever have you heard the cop say, okay, we'll drive you to your brother's house? That's not normal, at least not in Denmark. So they drove me to my brother's house and they said, okay, can we do anything else for you? I said, yeah. Say to her, if she destroys any of my things, I'll destroy her. They said, we can't say that. That's what I'm going to do. I said, okay, okay, we got it. So they went down there and told her what she should not do, and she did not do anything. But she put oil over all my equipment anyway, because it
Fucking
was
nuts,
not on
man.
it was not on purpose, Jayway. She said that to the police. It was not on purpose. I was laughing my ass off. But that's what they do, when they're scorned and they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was an accident. I can't say. Maybe it was. But it feels like kind of fishy when you like, what the fuck is wrong with all my equipment? Uh, but it is what it is. Uh, I'm over her. She's over me. She's with a new guy, I think, and that's okay.
Who, your ex?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. She had to get me out for something because she went. Because I said it started with a little lie from her. And I said, "You're lying, baby. Let me see your phone, man. You use my phone like a fucking phone book. Let me take it." And she went ballistic when I took her phone. I said, "What's the matter, girl?" And she said, Don't look at my phone. Don't look at my phone." Then I was very curious. You know what I mean? Feeling me. But I guess not. So I saw some
Man,
shit. But
people in Denmark don't know how to cheat.
what do you
Pe-
mean?
People in New York will have two women in one household and say that they're their cousins.
Yeah, that because it's so fucking big. You got to think Denmark is only 5 million inhabitants, and it's like a small country. It's like smaller than New York, I think.
Yeah.
There's like how many people do they live in New York State? Not New York City, but New York State.
Oh, damn.
Like 25 million
Yeah, I think it's 25 million and then 8 or 9 million in the city.
in the city. Yeah, 8 or 9. And you see, we live 5 million Danish people here, and 1 million from other countries. That's 6 million people in all.
Danish. I like Danishes.
What?
The Danish pies,
The Danish what?
snacks.
Yeah, yeah. The
I like
bars,
them.
you mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What kind of bars do you like?
The Danish, what do they call like the honey buns?
Oh, they're good. There are many. Oh, they're called what? Oh, but there are a few. There are a few. But it's not that Danish. Denmark is huge on like gummy bears and uh, like Lego candy. Uh, what are we more big on? Sports. We're kind of big in sports, even though we're such a small country. We've been European champions and shit like that in soccer, and that's like the most played sport in the world. It's like crazy, you know. We won all the European, the best European, countries, and that's like Spain with Real Madrid and Barcelona and all that shit. So that's like for real football players. Oh, you call them soccer players. We call them football. You know why, Jay?
But
Because they play with their feet.
no, yo, yo, I was fucking doing something, bro, when you caught me. You fucking, I wasn't paying 100% attention, man, and you caught me. I was just
Yeah.
opening up a package in the mail when you fucking asked, and I'm like, ah, why do they call it football? And I'm just opening it up, and
Yeah, I
you
got
got
you.
me
But
on that one.
yeah, but it is. I understand when I saw American football for the first time. I was so intrigued. I loved it because the uniforms, all that shit. It looks like cool when you're from Europe. It's like, what the fuck is that? You see, I'm wearing a jersey, but that's a basketball, no, a baseball jersey. And I like American sports. We actually got a lot of American sports now in Denmark, but back in the days, wow, we couldn't even see an NBA game. Now I'm following NBA. I'm following not so much American football anymore, like I did in the '90s, and it's become like I don't know. It's very, I don't know, man. I haven't seen it for a minute. I don't know what's going on right now. Who's the best in the league right now?
I gotta go online. Get my phone.
What?
I said I'd have to go online and check it out, but I'm on the phone.
No, okay, but isn't it the same like it always is?
March Madness.
No, I'm just saying, isn't it the same? Like I say, the New England Patriots is always like in Super Bowl. I
Oh no, you're talking about American football.
mm,
Um, no, who won the Super Bowl? The last time the Los Angeles Rams won the Super Bowl this year.
that's right. I saw it, man. Did you see the halftime break, the
Yeah, yeah,
halftime
yeah.
show with Dr. Dre and Snoop, and did you see 50 Cent? He was big. He was huge in his head.
So it was 50, and who was the last one that came out there?
Eminem.
It's,
Sorry,
yeah.
Eminem.
Eminem needs to stop fucking eating right.
Yeah, yeah. What does he start? What, losing weight?
Yeah. No, he needs to start gaining weight. He's so fucking skinny.
Yeah, yeah, gaining weight. But 50 Cent needs to lose some weight.
That's because 50 cents at his mansion with his desk on top of his feet on top of his desk with nothing fucking do.
Yeah, I just smoked some CBD. You know what that do for your lungs?
No.
It opens them. It's like CBD. People don't use the plant. They only use THC because they think that THC is the only thing that works in this plant. It's not. You see, I learned from some nuns, because people said to me, "You're not clean. You're smoking weed." And I said, "Yeah, I smoke CBD." But then I smoked hash, and I started to smoke a lot of hash back in the days, like I do now. But it's not a problem for me anymore. You know what I mean? It's like people. I can't drink alcohol. I can't. If I drink one is too many, and thousand is not enough. You know that slur, not slur. That what do you call it? That phrase, or what do you say? You with me, J-Way?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know that? One is too many and thousand is not enough. Is that
yeah,
what you say? Yeah, you heard that before.
yeah. They
Yeah.
say that over here in America a lot.
But with alcohol, it's the truth with me, and it is. It's literally the truth. And if I started to pop pills or heroin or cocaine, something like that, I can't do that shit. But we is for me. That's why I'm not in NA anymore because I found my own way. See, weed for me is not like a drug. It's like alcohol for me is it's a huge drug because it's literally a drug. It's composed by uh, chemicals. You know what I mean? Uh, it's made by chemicals, not only chemicals, but it is a chemical in the end. That's what I mean. It's the salt. It's eating your heart, your liver, and your brain, and that's the truth. So it's weed, but in another way. You know what I mean? Oh, I think he was gone, but I'm going to end this anyway. I don't know what happened to J-Way. What I mean is, hey, I'm going to end this. All right.